Welcome back to the shop today. So the last two videos I posted was for a contest put on by Brian over at Summers Woodworking. It was a birdhouse challenge, which is right here. It was a lot of fun to do, really creative. I loved how I did that red roof. It sets it off. It was just really cool, fun. I don't have a bird living in there yet. I hope to have soon. And a 2x4 contest, which is right here, which I built a dolly for my son for his cars. If you haven't checked out the two videos, check them out. They're right here. Take a link so you know what we're talking about. The birdhouse that I built was very simple. I wanted to keep it clean lines, nothing fancy about it, nothing ornate, just very simple, more of a modern twist to a birdhouse. My birdhouse was just out of pine, nothing fancy, but the trick that I use is cutting those 45-degree angles. So if you start out with a perfect square piece, and then you set your fin so far away from the blade, and here's, give me a second here. All right, here's a blade, table saw blade. So if you set your blade at a 45-degree angle and you have your fin square here, and your piece that you want to cut is perfect square, you can run it through, turn it 90 degrees, run it through again, turn another 90 degrees, run it through again, turn another 90 degrees, run it through again. And what that's going to do is give you all four sides a perfectly square with perfectly 45-degree angles. And if you do that, I did it on 4 pieces. And it came together really nice. It glued up. The box was square, and that was the important thing. That's how I ended up doing that box with that joint. It was just really cool. The next project was actually the 2x4 challenge. And it was a dolly to send cars down a rope that was just to load up all these cars and zip them down the rope like a big old like zip line. It was really cool to do, but I didn't care for what I did on the project. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot of fun. It challenged me. And it was made my creativity come out. But, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, well, this is what I'm talking about. See these wheels in here? There's actually 3 wheels. You can see them, 1, 2, 3. Each one of these wheels is actually made part of the 2x4. You saw me turn them on the lathe. But they just do not roll very well at all. It takes a lot of force to roll them, and they also don't roll. The idea behind this is that you can move this down and create more tension, so the string has to follow more of a path in order to kind of make it more resistant so it doesn't slide very well. But since the wheels don't turn very well, they just didn't really work. So next time I think if I did it is actually use like metal wheels. So that was the big change I would make on the dolly itself, but for the most part it works, it functions, so it was a fun project all around. So my tip is actually getting involved in the community. The way I get involved in community is making videos for you, trying to teach and educate, and I also watch other people's videos to learn more about woodworking. I want to challenge you to get involved somehow. It could be on YouTube, it could be on Facebook, it could be emails, it could be a blog, it could be on Instagram, it could be on Twitter, it could be on, I don't know what social medias you guys use, but get involved somehow. It could even be in your community with a group of friends hanging out talking about woodworking. Whatever it is, get involved, build a community around you. Because what that's going to do is make you grow and challenge you in your skills and also in the projects you create to start getting more complex projects. How it's benefited me is the techniques. People have different techniques. People have a jig that I absolutely love, so I copy their jigs. That's all part of being a community, of helping each one of us grow to come up with new ideas and new tricks. So that's my tip this week, is getting involved somehow in your community or online. I got another video for a contest coming up. Stay tuned for that video, and we'll see you soon.